Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Brain Busy TV. My name is Mr. Busy, and this is We Need to Talk. You're welcome to my channel. On this channel, the Brain Busy TV, I'm going to be starting because I'm sure by as time goes on, we are going to be creating a lot of different contents on this channel. But for now, I'm going to be doing this show. We need to talk every Saturday. We're going to be uploading a video every Saturday talking about different topics. And today's episode, this is the first episode, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps grow the channel. I will really appreciate it. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about the African culture and why it's important for us to create a platform to be able to teach our younger generations about the African culture. I know this is something that is going to be really difficult, and a lot of people are not going to be interested in listening to it. But for the very few people that will be interested in listening to it, I would really like to share my opinion on this, because I don't understand why in our community in Africa, I'm a Nigerian. In Nigeria and in every country in Africa, I can say that for a fact, in every country in Africa, you can't find a country in Africa where their schools teach about our customs and tradition. But I'm sure every country in Africa, their schools teach about other people's customs and traditions, which is something that really baffles me. Why can't we teach our children about our customs and traditions in school the same way we teach them about other people's customs and traditions in school? Why? I mean, make it make sense to me. Why can't we teach our children about other people's customs and traditions, and then let it be a choice? If you want to be Christian, if you want to be Muslim, if you want to follow the African roots. First of all, to make it very clear, this is not an attack on any religion. This is not an attack on Christianity or Islamic or any other religion. This is me saying we need to create platforms, we need to create opportunities, we need to make it happen. We need to make sure that our children knows about our tradition. It needs to be taught in school. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop acting like it's a bad thing. Let's stop acting like our customs and tradition is a bad thing. It isn't. Except if you are still a kid, I understand. When I was a kid, I used to be a Christian. But growing up, I understood completely that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Christianity though, but I do not have to be a Christian. You understand? I do not have to be a Muslim. Because originally, I'm African, and which means though our means of worship is through our ancestors. We pray with kola nuts, white chalks. We do this kind of things. This is our tradition. So what I'm saying is we need to create a platform for our people to know about our culture, for the younger generations to know about our culture. If we continue like this, like I said before, 80%, more than 80% of the African homes, every single one in that home has completely forgotten about our culture. And let's say we leave it like this. In the next 20 years, maybe it will come down to 10%. And then before you know it, our customs and tradition will be wiped out from the entire existence. So please, let us start talking about these things. I know it's not going to happen over time. It's probably never going to happen. But we need to talk about it. We need to create awareness. We need to have platforms like this so that we can talk to our people. We can educate our people about our culture. I am not a native doctor. But let's just say, for example, a native doctor should not be perceived as some kind of persons. A native doctor is just a normal human being who is serving his God. There are some bad eggs though. Yes, there are some bad eggs. The same way there are some bad eggs in every religion. There are some native doctors. There are some traditionalists that do evil things, and the same thing applies to Christians. The same thing applies to Muslims. The same thing applies to Indians and every other culture. So why can't we embrace our own? Even if you as a person do not want to embrace it, you don't know what the future of your child holds. I think these people have used this method to try to take away all our powers, because you can't deny the fact that the world is spiritual. Everything about the world is spiritual. And by the time they take every single thing that protects us, you never know what will happen in the future. Like I said, we are going to be talking about a lot of things. This is the first video. It's probably going to be short because I'm just trying to make sure that I upload the video this Saturday so that I can be able to focus on bettering myself and making this platform super better. So as I was saying, the need to have customs and traditions installed in our schools. We need to have the subject of customs and traditions. We need to have it in all of our schools to teach our younger generations about our African culture. I see people saying stuff like you bring, like, let's say for example, I'm an Igbo man, and when I want to go and pray in the shrine, maybe I buy a goat or a cow or a fowl, depending on how financially stable I am, and depending on what I'm asking for or what I'm appreciating God for. And then I take the goat or the cow or the fowl to the shrine, to the community shrine or to any shrine, and then they perform the ritual in front of everyone, kill the goat in front of everyone, and then butchers the goat, and then everyone eats. People will come from different places and join and celebrate while we pray to our gods. But you call it barbaric, you call it evil because you see us slaughtering the goat in front of you. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you can give your man of God, you can give your man of God the goat, and then he's definitely going to kill it. He's going to slaughter it the same way we slaughter it. There's still going to be bloodshed. But the only difference is that you are not going to eat that meat though. But that's a story for another day. So this is part of the things that we want to be discussing. Like, this channel is not just about the African culture. We are going to be talking about a lot of things. But on this first episode, I started with the African culture because most of the videos I'm going to be making, I'm going to be talking a lot of things that has to do with the African culture. So do stick with me on this journey. I know it's not going to be easy. Creating content in Nigeria is definitely not an easy thing, but I'm going to try my best. And as time goes by, we are going to improve on our editing, and because I know it's really not good enough right now, we are going to try our best to improve our contents for you. Please comment on this video, share your thoughts on this video, share your thoughts on this topic. Do you think we need to have, like, you agree with me? Because this is actually my opinion, right? Do you agree with me that we need to have schools, we need to have subjects in schools for teaching the African culture, and having platforms like this, enabling platforms like this in television, on radio, for people to come out and talk to the younger generations about our culture, teach people about our culture. I'm just a young boy. There are some older men that knows more about tradition, that can have platforms, come to the radio station, come to the TV to teach people, to teach the younger generation, for everyone who cares to listen about our tradition. We should talk about things like this. You should raise voice for things like this. We should create awareness. This video is about creating awareness. Let's start from somewhere. Let's start talking about things like this. And with time, it will get to the appropriate authorities. So share your thoughts on this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, like this video, and share. Please stick with us, and we are going to be uploading a video every Saturday, hopefully by 6 p.m. in the morning. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a blessed day. Love you all.